You already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? You know, people, there was a time that I seriously hated the police.
Tonight, our first look at the teenager charged with murdering a 69-year-old woman last week in East Harlem. That 18-year-old is now in federal custody and will be in court tomorrow to face federal gun possession charges. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon speaking tonight with the friend of the woman killed.
Faisal McCants kept his head down and was quiet as NYPD detectives led him to the car that would take him downtown to be transferred into federal custody. That's because the bullet fired from a block away that struck 69-year-old Robin Wright in the face last Wednesday came from a gun that could fire rapidly without manual reloading. Tonight, the 18-year-old suspect faces a federal charge of possessing and using what's classified as a machine gun.
Hope he get life in jail and rot in jail. That's what I hope.
The NYPD also charged McCants with murder, and he could get life in prison. The federal HSI and NYPD investigations determined McCants was one of 3 guys robbing a suspected drug dealer that afternoon, resulting in the hail of bullets just as the grandmother was walking home from picking up lunch, slowly using her walker.
She was a real caring soul.
Her death left her loved ones heartbroken in East Harlem. Elected officials and candidates visited the community to hear the outrage over gun violence, claiming another innocent victim. Tonight, some of those neighbors, at least one who knew Wright well, watched the doors of the 23rd Precinct station to see for themselves that someone is being held accountable for their loss.
She was a beautiful person. God bless her. You know, she's in peace now.
Sources tell Eyewitness News McCants has a criminal history and was taken in for questioning this morning when he checked in with his probation officer. He faces federal and local criminal charges for murder, robbery, and weapons, but will appear first in federal court tomorrow. Meanwhile, authorities are still looking for at least one of his alleged accomplices in that robbery that sparked the deadly shootout. In East Harlem, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
There was a time that I hated the police. And in some cases, I still have my differences. But the officers that played the part in going to get this goony goo-goo, yeah. The police that went and got the illest nigga in Nebraska. Because when that 69-year-old woman was fatally struck in her walker, walking down the block, minding her business, probably trying to figure out in her mind how to rob Peter to pay Paul. Because these old people ain't got no money. They struggling. She got robbed of her life. And it wasn't the community that went knocking on doors to go get him. It wasn't Black Lives Matter who went and knocking on doors to go get him. It wasn't Mike. Hey, yo, my son. Hey, yo, Tamika Mal. It was neither one of them. This dude went outside with a fully auto, probably a Uzi. Maybe even had a Glock with a switch. And opened fire in broad daylight with senior citizens and children walking up and down the block. This is the reason why you got people sitting up there telling Trump to send in the military. Not even realizing that that's a double-edged sword, but that's a whole nother video. And now you got this young boy coming out the precinct with his head down. He can't look at them cameras because he's ashamed of what he did. He can't look at them cameras because he's ashamed of what he did. He will go through his whole bed. When niggas ask him, what he in jail for? Yeah, you caught a body. You turned somebody grandmama TV off, my nigga. Could you imagine what that funeral looked like? Of that old lady with her grandchildren. Crying with boogers coming out of their nose. They crying so hard. That was Granny you knocked off, my nigga. She got boogers niggas got boogers coming out of their nose crying at that funeral. This is why I said y'all could keep the hood, my nigga. That's why most of the time, and don't get me wrong, I still like my gangster rap, but I don't listen to it every day. I can't. I got to be motivated. I got to be working out or maybe driving in the car to keep myself up. I can't listen to that nonsense every day. That's why sometimes it's like, yo, with the rappers that I know, I love supporting them, showing them love because they want to be the next Rakim. They want to be the next Jay-Z, Tupac, Big. But it's like, damn, why do our culture have to be deaf culture? Why do we have to look at each other through the eyes and see each other through the eyes of the enemy? I mean, I know I get it. We've been colonized. And the colonizer's blood is running through our veins. I get it. But at some point in some time, this has got to stop. Granny can't even walk to the store to get canned goods. Granny can't walk to the store to get a scratch-offs. The kids in the hood coming outside to play got to step over Granny. Shout out to NYPD for doing a tremendous job. I think all the cops that was involved in locking this dude up, I think you need a reward. I think y'all should get bigger plaques. I think y'all should get whatever reward comes, the greatest award, whether it be purple ribbons or gold detective shields and badges. Hassan Campbell salutes you for cleaning up these streets and taking a dude that's capable of killing a senior citizen like it ain't nothing over a robbery. Over a robbery. That's my take on the situation. Rest in peace to that to the pillar of the community. And salute to the police officers that did a great job locking these dudes up. Remember something. See, me, I'm sick and tired of all these 501c3s running around. I don't care what your group is called. Y'all niggas ain't locked. Y'all not dragging niggas down the steps and hauling them into the precinct like y'all should be. When a dude struck down somebody's grandmother in the street over a robbery going bad, and we have to wait for the police to lock them up after they killed Granny, what does that say about us as men? You niggas call yourselves kings, but kings are rulers. If you can't rule your kingdom, then you are not a king, my nigga. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Because they smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. Them backstabbers. I'm out.